Hi everyone, I'm Ellen Dreskin. Welcome to Storytime on JKids Radio. Today I'd like to share with you a story called Something from Nothing. You see, a long time ago there lived a tailor in a small town. The tailor's name was Joseph. And Joseph made the most beautiful clothes for all of the people in the town. And one day he made for himself a beautiful coat of many colors with long sleeves, and it stretched all the way to the floor. And he was so very proud of his coat. Well, while Joseph made wonderful clothes for everyone in town and took really good care of them, sometimes he didn't take such good care of his own clothes. And since he wore this lovely coat that he had made for himself every single day to and from work in every single season, one day he was running to work and he tripped. Why did he trip? Because it seems that the hem of his coat was a little worn and tattered. And he went home that day very sad, and he said to his wife, Sarah, he said, Sarah, what am I going to do? My favorite coat that I love so much, it's all tattered around the hem. I'm not sure what to do. Well, now I'm going to share a secret with you. Sarah, she never liked that coat very much. And this was her chance. She said, Joseph, throw it out. And he said, what? I'm a tailor. So he cut and he snipped and he stitched and he sewed, and he made from that coat a lovely little short jacket. And he loved the jacket every bit as much as he had loved his coat. He wore it every single day, and he would strut around town because his jacket was so beautiful. And then one day he noticed that because he was so often reaching up to the top shelves of spools of thread in his tailor shop, that he had a big rip underneath the arm of his jacket. And he went home and said, oh, Sarah, look, my wonderful jacket. It has a rip under the arm. What am I going to do? And Sarah said, Joseph, throw it out. And he said, what? I'm a tailor. And he cut and he snipped and he stitched and he sewed, and he made from that jacket a beautiful vest. And he wore the vest every single day to and from work and here and there. And he really loved that vest. And because he wore time, eventually even the vest got a little bit worn around the edges and didn't look so good. And so he went home and said, Sarah, my vest, it's getting a little bit tacky and I'm not sure what to do about it. Sarah said, Joseph, throw it out. What did Joseph say? He said, what? I'm a tailor. And he cut and he snipped and he stitched and he sewed, and he made from that vest a wonderful scarf. And he wrapped the scarf around his head and he wore it all winter long, and he even got to wearing it in the summer because he just loved it so much. And finally his scarf was kind of dirty and scratchy and smelly, and he said, ugh, Sarah, my scarf, it's really not like it used to be. Sarah said, Joseph, throw it out. You know what Joseph said? He said, what? I'm a tailor. And he cut and he snipped and he stitched and he sewed, and he made from that very big scarf a very small necktie. And he loved that necktie so much, and he wore it all the time. He even wore it to his sister's wedding. And Joseph was a really good tailor, but he wasn't a very clean eater. And so during that wedding meal and that wedding party, he got a little soup here and a little pie there and spilled a little grape juice here. And by the end of that wedding party, his necktie was a mess. He said, Sarah, look at my necktie. It's a mess. What am I going to do? She said, Joseph, throw it out. And he said, what? I'm a tailor. And he cut and he snipped and he stitched and he sewed, and he made from that necktie a little handkerchief. And he put the handkerchief in his pocket, and with just a little corner sticking out all the time so he would know that it was there. Well, that winter Joseph got a cold. And every time he needed to sneeze or blow his nose, he would pull out his handkerchief and well, you can imagine, soon his handkerchief was really disgusting. And he said, Sarah, look, my handkerchief, it's disgusting. What am I going to do? Sarah said, Joseph, throw it out. He said, what? I'm a tailor. So he cut and he snipped and he stitched and he sewed, and he made from that handkerchief a little tiny button. And he took the button and he sewed it on the inside of his jacket. So when the winter time came, his jacket would stay closed and he would know that his very favorite button was there the whole time. Well, he was running to work one day and he noticed he was freezing. Why? His jacket was flapping open and closed in the wind. Why? Because the button had fallen off. It was gone. And he went home and he said, favorite button, what am I gonna do? And Sarah said, Joseph, today I am a very happy person because you know what? I never liked any of that stuff. And while you are a very clever tailor, even you cannot make something out of nothing. Well, Joseph thought for a minute. And then, you know what Joseph did? He went and got a pencil and a piece of paper and wrote down this story exactly the way I have told it to you today. Which just goes to show you, you can make something out of nothing.